completely routed. They actually almost killed Helios, but guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Guess what happens when you focus Mundo? He doesn't die and you do, and that's exactly what happened. Blaze is now going to get Baron buff as well, since St. Vicious is going to recall right now. He's the only one on the team still alive.
Yeah, Captain Jack with that Bloodthirster is going to be able to absorb a lot of these hits from Baron until Helios and Lustboy get the help they need to be able to tank it themselves. Just rotating the hits around a lot. Really nice job. Able to take down Baron very, very quickly.
Wow.
Awesome, awesome timing from...
GG's not making use of his Zhonya's at all in team fights. Oh my, that's so bad. And also Doublelift was separated from the team, and Talon was able to isolate him from the fight, and he wasn't able to focus key targets. A lot of the members from MiG Blaze were really, really low. If Doublelift was grouped up with the team, that fight might have went different.
Yeah, it should basically be half the team's responsibility to protect that AD carry, basically, in this kind of situation. And they were not able to. Of course, Doublelift very, very skilledly was able to get kind of out of there, but Ambition on Twisted Fate said, no, you do not escape. I see all and can go all places. Tracked him down. Oh, wow. Captain Jack going after Vayne here. Vayne forced to... Oh, no! Oh, the teleport in from Ambition secures the kill. Doublelift has been alive about 30 seconds out of the last 2 minutes. Oh, this has not been going well at all. Blaze is running away with this game. They're about 7,000 gold ahead now.
Yeah, 7,000 gold. They still have the Baron buff, so they're going to be able to siege this bottom turret as soon as it's no longer favorable. Dragon is also up there. They can be able to back off and get that if they want to. Meanwhile, we saw Talon selling both of the longswords, deciding not to go for the brutalizer, grabbing that Bloodthirster instead. If she can get the farm that, or if he can get the farm that he needs, he's going to be able to get really, really tanky pretty quickly and just dish out a ton of damage. Cho'Gath's going to need to leave him top lane to help defend this bottom lane, but that's going to lose both the bottom lane and the top lane turrets if MiG Blaze decides to keep this pressure on. But Vayne has now spawned, so they don't want to stay here for too long.
That was a really good choice by Fantasy Star to sell and now complete a Brutalizer, because there's 2 Glacial Shrouds and Hotshot already uploaded to a Frozen Heart. Oh yeah. That tiny armor pen won't do anything. It's just better to go for straight AD and finish Last Whisper later on. And Fantasy Star thought exactly like I did, and he stole this longsword. Very good play.
Excellent. Fantasy Star is going to go ahead and...
nice rake there, clearing all the minions.
Yeah. Clear up middle there, and back off. Oh no, they might catch Hotshot. GG. Rupture goes down. Is he going to die before anything happens, though? He does go down with the headbutt from Alistair, finishing him off. Looks like MiG Blaze is going to get this mid tower and going to be able to push up to this inhibitor tower. It is 4v5. Oh wow, that was really scary. Vayne was out of position, but Doublelift's going to go all the way around the side to make sure he doesn't get picked off by the Blaze team. Man, this is going to be so bad. If CLG loses an inhibitor, they will be very, very far behind. They're a lot behind. Oh no, oh my gosh, a huge move there. But that does bring him way out of position. Helios is going down very quickly. He's running in the middle of the battle. Can Doublelift stay alive? He gets the kill. Can he stay alive? No! Doublelift goes down. St. Vicious is going to go down if he stays in the fight. Big Fat GG goes down as well. Not sure why he was standing nearby that fight with so few hit points, and they're going to lose an inhibitor. Can Hotshot GG actually hold off 4 members of Blaze, though?
GG's not really used to using Zhonya's. He's always flashing out, then using Zhonya's. He's never using Zhonya's right after he ults. With this, you can see that CLG wasn't really planning on GG to go 80-10 in mid, or 80-10 in mid.
Fantasy Star getting a little bit cocky here, going for the kill on tower and losing his life instead. Hotshot GG is going to survive this unless he stays around with the Ignite on him. And he dies to Graves as a result. Wow, I mean, CLG, it seems like they might be a little bit flustered here. They're sticking around with low hit points, and I mean, sometimes that's good in different situations because you can still have an effect on a fight, but they're dying as a result, and they could have had, you know, their whole team up by now, but instead they keep losing people one by one, and they have an inhibitor down now and 1 bear as well.
Yeah, they started this game off extremely strong, but just little mistake after little mistake is starting to go hugely in Blaze's favor.
Jack Sparrow incredibly farmed. Banter, Bloodthirster, Infinity's Edge, and the Megatron clone at 26 minutes into the game, he's going to be able to kill anything. He's just going to right click and he's going to kill anything. And the thing is, for CLG, Double Lift is able to clean up if there's other offensive threats from CLG, but Maokai's just a defensive threat, and GG not using its Zhonya's properly. So nobody's being a tank for Double Lift, or nobody's being a threat for Double Lift, and Double Lift, he can't really do the damage he needs. While MiG Blaze has Talon doing incredible damage on Double Lift, and TF doing a lot of poke damage. They have very low MR, and because of Talon and Graves, they can't stock MR.
Ambition gets caught, but
yeah, we also see that Chester has been using his ultimate to try to keep Kennen alive, but only after Kennen's already removed himself from the battle. So a lot of the ability from the ultimates of CLG is just going completely wasted, and then it's just going to go more and more in MiG's favor if they keep doing something like that.
MiG now putting in the pressure on the second inhibitor. If they can get 2 inhibitors down,
TF pushing top, he can teleport back to bottom anytime. Oh, he's coming near for bottom. They're preparing for a 5v5. The only way CLG can win this fight is if they pick off Graves really early.
Yeah, they need to somehow pick off Graves. Luckily for them, Graves is a close-up champion, so he has to get in nearby. But look at that, St. Vicious, who would normally be the one who wants to dive on top of Graves, instead has to fall back, taking so much damage from crit after crit from that Graves. And look, Double Lift is forced to go up here to top. And like you said, Ambition can teleport it if he needs to, but unless he dies, he turns on his ultimate to try and get away. Double Lift gets, oh no! Double Lift gets picked off. That might be game, ladies and gentlemen. MiG has picked off the main damage source. Now they're pushing in. They're going to be able to get off more kills. Hotshot GG is going to go down. The ultimate comes from Big Cat. GG does use his Zhonya's this time. Can he do enough damage? No, he gets headbutted away. Oh my god, a 5 for nothing. A 5 for nothing. MiG Blaze completely obliterating CLG. And ladies and gentlemen, the Titan team from North America, the top 3 of several of the past European and American tournaments, has been defeated. Blaze is advancing to the semifinals.
GG, once again, that last fight, GG wasn't able to ult. He ulted, but he got exhausted beforehand, before using Zhonya. GG never got a proper ult the whole entire game. This shows that Kennen is a really, really versatile pick, but only if your bottom laner can play AD Kennen, your mid can play AP Kennen, and your top can play AD or AP Kennen. So even though they picked out Kennen early and sent him mid, GG wasn't really ready to use Kennen, I feel like.
Yeah, that was a really nice opening from CLG, able to switch up the top and the bottom lanes, keep Talon completely suppressed for the beginning half of the game, but like you're saying, they weren't able to use the true potential of their champions in those team fights. Lulu's ult not going off completely properly, Zhonya's not being used in the best possible way, Kennen getting taken down by a tower in the mid game, losing the first dragon to MiG, just a whole lot of little things going wrong here and there, just added up to a complete stomp at the end in those final fights.
Yep, so, you know, kind of a little bit of what we were talking about at the beginning about how sometimes the individual skill is not as important as the teamwork, and a little bit of lack of coordination, like you said, with the ults of Lulu going off at the wrong times. Maybe the coordination was a little bit off there, and that's right, you are going to the round of 4. I have no idea if that's what that meant, but...
That's what I mean.
All right.
2 and 2.
Top 4 for Blaze. Wow.
Asha looking really down.
Yeah.
They are actually removed from this tournament now. They came in here and had a really nice showing, but just having one bad day in the wrong rounds is going to knock them out.
Yes, indeed. The round of 16 was double elimination. We saw them lose their first game, CLG, and were able to come back and win their next 2, but in this case, losing the first game, and it apparently flustered them such that they didn't put in, I feel that they're capable of much more than we did see from them in that second game, to their credit. And, you know, whatever the issue was, could not pull off the plays that they wanted to, could not take their advantages and turn them into more advantages like they would have wanted to. But let's not take anything away from Blaze. They took everything that CLG threw at them, turned it around, and were able to do an excellent job of taking the upper hand.
Blaze has been getting a lot of comments from the Korean community how they're not a second MiG team, but an MiG B team, but they are a second MiG team, and it's not that Frost is a better team. We're both good teams, but now Blaze is showing that we're also a really, really good team. We're not a B team, we're just a second team.
Yeah, and having you both top teams in the same house, just practicing against each other constantly, that's going to be really good for you guys. moving into the semifinals. Both MiG teams doing an extremely good job here.
Blaze is actually an online team. The only Fantasy Star list with Frost, and everybody else just plays from their house.
Oh, okay.
It's showing that they have what it takes.
Interesting. Very interesting. So, yeah, the CLG team kind of sitting back, analyzing the situation. You can kind of tell they're just kind of brewing on what happened, coming to terms with it, deciding what they need to do better next time.
Yeah, they put a lot on the line coming here to Korea to play in this monumentous tournament, LOL the Champions. Doing a good job, a nice showing for the first time, but hopefully they'll be able to figure out what they did wrong, practice a lot in the offseason, come back for Season 2, and maybe take the title in that season.
Yes, indeed. Here's to hoping that they do indeed stick around and are able to qualify next season. I think with the showing that they've shown us in this tournament, I mean, they've only been taken out by some of the top teams here. I think we're probably going to see them qualifying next season, but who knows? For now, they're going to have to pack their bags and do some thinking and figure out what they're going to do next. But
start looking very smart.
but that means
he's going to go drinking with the nurse girl from earlier. Because she did the little shot sign.
That's right. That's right. I was going to say that means that we're going to have two different MiG teams in the semifinals. That means there's a potential...
An MiG final.
MiG finals. But let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have Team OP versus Fnatic playing on Friday. And the winner of that will then play Blaze in those semifinals. So anything could happen at this point. Nothing is set, and there still is a foreign hope in this tournament.
That is very true. It's going to be some exciting games. Final cheers for the team as they go to have a Korean interview here. Once again, we are going to have an English interview at the end of this broadcast, translated by maybe a special guest once again. So if you guys have any specific questions you want to ask to MiG Blaze, just tweet at me or Moltrap. I'm Torch Gaming on Twitter. Moltrap is Moltrap. So that makes it very easy. Let us know what you want to hear from them, and we'll try to make that happen.
You can tweet Loco Doco at Loco Doco too if you want. Let him know the questions since he's going to be there too. And we're going to go into our Korean interview here. For those of you that speak Korean or have a friend who can translate for you, we're not going to talk over them, but we'll have the English interview right afterwards.
Yep, and once again, go to azubu.com, sign up there. You can win a trip, win a trip to come see these MiG teams in the finals, possibly. We'll have to see next week in the semifinals, but it's going to be really exciting. You can also win some smaller prizes there, so go check them out. Give some feedback to see how they can grow and give you more content that you're looking for.
And you can also just see all the cool game reviews and blogs and that kind of thing that we have on azubu.com as well. So there's your results, in case you missed it.
Unfortunately, no blind mode is going to be happening here today.
Blaze taking the win, and you know, CLG put up a good fight, but Blaze was definitely very convincingly the better team today. Hate to say it, but they took the advantages where they could, and even when they didn't have an advantage, they still were able to turn things around. So nicely done by Blaze.
That's the problem with the Blaze. If you let it get out of hand, it just turns into wildfire, and you can't control it.
There you go. Maybe the only thing that can take out a raging Blaze is a Frost. How would you feel about that? How would you feel about meeting your brother team in the finals, Loco?
That's the finals I want, but I'm pretty sure nobody else wants the finals outside of, like, nobody wants to see an MiG versus MiG. Like, in StarCraft, you don't want to see an SKT player versus an SKT player in the final. Like, honestly, it's not that fun watching a team play against another team, you know?
Well, it's interesting because you guys know all of your strategies.